Hey, welcome back. It is now our turn, and I got a couple interesting ones. So I have the first SS Panzer Corps, which is the 2nd SS Panzer Division or the 9th SS Panzer Division, and I think that's this group here. I'm trying to. Actually, I don't think it is. Actually, it looks like it would be the, it's the yellow. Okay, we've already activated them, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But see, this is another interesting one. I'm going to be able to undisperse those units. It's interesting. You can deploy all the 2 SSP and 9 SSP division reserves. Or deploy 1 2nd SS Corps reserve unit. Oh. You know what? These are the new units. See, there's these new units here. See how that says 2nd SS right there? It's part of the... So, this says 1st SS Panzer Corps up at the top. This is the 2nd SS Panzer Corps. So, that's what's confusing me. The 1st SS Panzer Corps does exist. For example, that says 1st SS Panzer Corps right there, but it's yellow. See how it's yellow? Yellow is very different than the gray that I'm seeing on this card. And this card is activating the 2nd and the 9th. Man, why is this so confusing? And it didn't come out until turn 19, so I'm assuming it applies to the new... I personally think it's a typo. I think that was supposed to have a 2 in the front. 2nd SS Panzer Corps. Anyways, we can deploy all 2 SSP and 9 SSP division reserves. So let's see what that are. What that is. So there's 9, 2, 2, 2, 9, and 9. So that'd be all but this one unit. That's not a bad deal because it only cost me 1 card to do it. You know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play this card and we're going to just deploy the top line there. Deploy all 2nd SSP and 9 SSP division reserves. So let's do it. So that 1 unit will stay in the reserves and everybody else will deploy. It's been so long since I've deployed our own units. I think we have to be 3 hexes behind an allied city. I'm going off of memory, so I might be wrong. Give me a second. So within my army area, that's a no-brainer. In a friendly supply head, so it means it needs to be on a road. 3 hexes away from any non-isolated allied unit or town. And then 0 to 3 hexes of a division, corps, or army. And basically they need to be deployed in the same hex if at all possible. So the nearest allies are here, and then there's 1 here. So I'm going to deploy the 9th SS there, because that's 1, 2, 3 away from everything. And then the 2nd SS I think I have to just go one further back, like so. I was curious to do, well actually no, I can do right here. Bing, bing, bing. Because that's 3-way, so let's do that. And sorry, that was out of focus for you. So that only cost 1 point. So we still have another action we can do. I have a doozy down below here. There's just so many units, allied units, that have swarmed me here. So I'm going to play this card. We're going to activate that core. And we can deploy everything, or we can activate all units. We're going to activate all units. So these guys can't move. That's the problem with them, because they're in a thing. But I'm going to try to attack this guy. This guy is going to be tough, but I have to do it. And then I want to get this guy out, so we're going to move this guy in, and then we're going to do an attack here. Now, am I going to play some cards to help out? I want to do an infantry infiltration, but I can't because these are towns, and you can't flank a town. And I may have missed that somewhere, like maybe I did that here, or I couldn't have done it here. I didn't hit anything. So if I accidentally missed that somewhere else, my apologies times 10, because that's something that I've learned many times already, and I just always forget about, that you can't flank towns. So flanks don't work in either of these situations, and all I have are, I do have a couple artillery ones, but I'm finding the artillery is pretty weak in this game. If I can criticize this game, artillery is way more badass. And as far as my understanding of the Battle of the Bulge, artillery was huge in assisting in the Battle of the Bulge. Whereas in this game, artillery is just some weak component that you hardly ever see. Every now and then you draw a chit, and the chances of drawing one are really slim. Artillery should have been a lot more prevalent in this game. Actually, like the way D-Day Iwo Jima did artillery. I think that's a fantastic way to do artillery, and it should have been done here. I would have loved to have had artillery points that I could just support certain areas, and that's it. That's all I can do. But anyways, that's enough complaining. Artillery was a big deal in World War II, and it should have been a big deal in this battle. Okay, so we're going to do the first battle across the river, because that's the tougher one. It's a minimum of 2 chits, and then we're only going to draw 2. But we have a unit that has 3 pips, so that'll make it 3. So it's a minimum of 2, maximum of 3. Our strength is cut in half, so this is going to be 1-to-1 odds because our strength is cut in half. So this is not a great battle. So we drew a blue, and we are neither of these, because we're not. We would be greater than 2-to-1, but we're going over a river, so that's what hurt us. So here's the second one. Another blue one. Is it the 5th Panzer Army? No, those are the 7th. Allied Air Power, no. So I'm going to take this and put it back in. And we can draw one more. So I'm not going to draw it because even if I hit, he's in a town. So hitting once doesn't do me any good. And I don't think I can hit more than once unless I had better combat odds. So I'm going to just stop the battle. So once again, this armor unit in Beaufort is just tearing us apart. He's like holding that line like there's no business. Okay, so this next one is a minimum of 2, and we're going to be drawing 1, 2, 3. We're going to be drawing 3. We have no elites, no green, and nobody that's above 3 pips. So we're going to draw 3. It's a minimum of 2. This might be a bad battle as well. Okay, so we got to do this. So he has a strength of 3. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're at 2-to-1. There is no combat engineer. Did I forget to draw their cards? Yes, I did. Okay, on the first one, he had a reinforced battle. Nobody would have reinforced him. Well, no, they wouldn't have, because they have a hold the line. Let me look. Yeah, they have a preserve the line that they would do. And then for this current battle that's going on right now, oh my gosh, they have tank battalion. So we're not even 2 to 1 now, are we? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're 2 to 1 still. Tank battalion is going to give them +1 strength, and then they are considered to have armor. It says, oh no, hold on. Remove step from 1 German infantry unit alone in a hex without an improvement, nor in a town, and adjacent to but not across the river from a supplied full-strength allied unit, your choice of more than 1. That's a very different than our tank battalion. No, I'm sorry. This is add 1 to the allied combat strength, fills the requirement for armor. Okay, so it's still 2 to 1. Doesn't do anything unless armor comes up. We don't have a large attack. We don't have allied air power. So nothing happens. That was the minimum of 2. I can draw 1 more, but he's in a town. So that was just a complete waste of an action. So now they get to go. It is the 3rd Army, the 12th Corps, which there is only 1 unit. And all of, oh, but no, look, deploy. Oh my gosh, this is going to kill us. They're deploying, baby. It's this entire stack that's deploying. The south is not strong at all. I don't know how anybody busts through the south. I mean, maybe we're just having bad luck with our attacks. Because of the way this river is, and they're just perfectly placed that I can't get around them. This is bad. Okay, reserve A. Okay, needs to be an empty hex in the core area, able to trace supply German unit proximate. There is nobody German unit proximate. I cannot move here. I cannot move here, here, nowhere, because I can't get through. So I can't even get to this. And so I'm looking at the core line for this particular core, and it is just this squiggly, you know, this one squiggly here. So there is nowhere that's proximate. So deployment A does not apply. Deployment B, however, is going to apply. So we have, I need to sort these now because there's some strategic ones first. And then these 2 are later. So this guy gets out first. So he wants to go where his division is. There is no 10th Armor anywhere. So nothing's going to happen there. Next thing he wants to do is an empty position that's in his core area and within 3 hexes of the same army and within 4 of a German unit. And then the next priority is highest HV. So he's for sure going to go right here. So there goes my aspirations of taking those 2 victory points. And then this guy goes next, and he's going to reinforce the same division and reinforce the same division. So that is trickle-down economics right there. So then this one is a new option. And I'm looking here. It's within 3 of this, and it's within 4. So he would go here in Mersch, and then this one would go right on top of him. No, they would not do that. There is a 4th Division unit over here, so they would reinforce these, thereby solidifying that the South will not fall to the Yanks anytime soon. This is ridiculous. I'm basically just giving up on this line. This is a worthless line right now. These cards are my combat tactics from here on out. I cannot activate those divisions and hope to make any progress of any kind against anything with those deployments that just happened. So absolutely ridiculous. So this card right here, we're going to use it for its infantry infiltration because it's a worthless card otherwise. Okay, so let's activate somebody. Let's activate the First SS Panzer Corps. So we're going to do them. And that's these yellow guys up here again. And this was my boneheaded move, which it would have been nice to have them help out in a battle, but I couldn't. These two will move in. These two will move up. They'll hold that city. And then these guys have a movement of 5. So we got 1, 2, and I'm just putting them down because I need to check my chart. The forest requires 4 movement points. Holy buckets. So he's not going into the forest anytime soon. But he could go into the broken. So he will go here. And it would be really nice to attack, right? But this guy was dispersed, so he's not going to be able to help. So I think I'm just going to move, and that's it for my units. I'm not going to do anything more. That seems like a waste of an action, but let's do it. So now they're going, and they're activating the 30th and 75th Infantry Divisions. And it really is going to activate the divisions, so because they're all deployed. So just a reminder, the 30th is here, at least the top 2, and then there's a 30th there, and I don't see the 75th anywhere unless they're here. Nope. The 75th I think just come out much later. What's this guy? That's the 106th, okay? So yeah, they're going to activate. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3. Well, hold on. Will they benefit from an improvement position? Yes, they would. So we're going to draw 3. The first one is move. Unit are stacked, not adjacent to a supplied German unit. Move to an unoccupied VP hex to determine or to which a German unit is proximate. If none, move to an unoccupied proximate German town city. If none, move adjacent to nearest proximate German unit. Move to target nearest to forward direction. If none, move in forward direction. Okay, so this is for 1 to 39. So this one's a 10, 8, and 9. I only see 3 units on the map that are going to activate. So starting with this one, he wants to move to a VP hex. Well, there's a VP hex here, but it's not proximate to a German. I mean, we're close, but it's not quite. So then the next thing he wants to do is move to a German town or city, which I'm assuming means the German zone of control, which was something like this one. Let me get you focused here. So like this one's a German town or city. The problem is he doesn't have enough movement points to get there. Then it says move next to a German, which he can do, because there's no rule against them being stacked together like this. So I'm going to try to stack it like this so I can see that that's 2 different corps. So he just moved next to a German unit. So then the next one, if I'm moving through the forest, it costs 2 movement points. So to go here and then here, that's 4 movement points. He only has 3. So he can't get to this spot. So he can be next to a German. So then it says he's just going to move towards his forward. And you can see that he has 2 forward arrows. The thick arrow is his primary direction. This thinner one is his secondary one. Let me make sure, because I've not actually implemented this rule yet, but I'm pretty sure that that's what that means. Yeah, that's his secondary forward if it's the thin arrow. So his primary forward is he wants to move to here. So he will. And then this last one has to decide he wants to get next to a German unit, so he can move here or there. And I have to look at the tiebreaker again. Move to target nearest to forward direction. If none, move to forward direction. So his forward direction on this space is here. So he would move 1 space here towards this German unit right there. So that's how I determined they would do their actions. And that's it. We don't even do the other 2 because that activated everybody. Okay, back to us. I think it's time. Man, oh man, I'm just looking at this giant stack, giant stack, giant stack. I just hit basically a wall of units, and even with full strength, I don't think I can take these guys down. I mean, these ones are elite on top of it. If I can punch through and get rid of them, I get some good victory points, but where are the victory points? There's a nice one right there. Not there. Nope. Nope. Bastogne would be nice to get to, but I don't see myself getting to Bastogne anytime soon. I don't know if I said this yet, but I'm having a good time because I feel like look, I know you guys are going to point out something I did wrong, but I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm focusing more on playing the game than I am on whether or not I got a rule wrong. And even if you tell me I didn't deploy in the exactly perfect spots, I'm still happy that I deployed because I think I am, anyways, maybe I'm being too confident, but I'm starting to get some, and it's fun. Okay, I'm in a pickle, and here's my pickle. First of all, this is the division I told you I'm never going to activate again. That's an infantry infiltration combat tactic, which is semi-helpful if I want to do, some kind of flank. Obviously, it has to be a non-town. And then I have these 2 corps. I think I want to activate both of these guys. One is the new 2nd SS Panzer Corps, and the other is, of course, these purple ones, which are right here in this in the middle. They have a shot at getting Bastogne, but there's a lot of units in the way. The problem is with the way I placed them, I actually didn't put them together, so it wasn't very smart of me to put panzer units near a forest. That actually was a big mistake on my part. I should have put, if you can see here, this is where I put the 1 unit, and I put the other one right behind it, and then I changed my mind. This is really where it should have been, is right here. And I may just change my mind now and do it, because it's not like anything changed. But these guys, where I had initially put them, my idea was that they would plow through the forest. But the heavy forest costs 4 movement points to go through, and these guys only have 5. So it would take them many turns to get through the forest. So I'm actually going to put these guys together so that way they can coordinate some kind of assault somewhere. And that would have been in my last deployment. I know that's a retroactive decision, but I'm going to do that because I'm going to activate them now. And let's, I think I want to help out the Piper Division. This river is a pain in the butt. So I would like to get across the river, but with the way the units are positioned right now, that's not going to be easy. I know zone of control is an issue, but here I can go 1, 2, 3 and help take this guy out. And then this one can go 1. Well, actually, look at the way the roads are. This would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, which is still fine. And then this one would be 1, 2, and we can go there for 3 because it's a clear. So we're going to attack this, and this should be annihilation time, but it's never been that way yet. He's got 1 step on him. He's dispersed. So we're going to draw a minimum 1 chit. I am not drawing an ally command card because he's dispersed, and we talked about this already. So is he in a city or a forest, city or a town? No. None of those. So that's out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and elite units makes it 7. I drew 1 card, or 1 chit, and nothing happened. These guys are just like, if I draw just 2 more and just get 1 hit, that's all I need, he's dead. But I feel like I need to draw all the way up to 7, which of course is going to mean I'm going to get hit. Oh, I don't know. It's so overkill to draw 6 more. If I draw 6 more, I'm guaranteeing I'm going to get hit by something. So I'm going to draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, is he in woods or broken? No. Is city or forest? No, that's out. Is the defender green? Let me check him. No, he's not. Is the defender elite? No. Is it broken or clear? Yes, yes, yes. We finally got a hit. All right, and so he would retreat, but since he's cut off, he's eliminated. I mean, he would have retreated here, but because we have zone and control, he then takes a hit. So that causes him to be eliminated. Okay, so that's our impulse. And I'm low on battery, so I got to stop. And I can switch to my other device to finish this day out. But I got to stop on this one. And it'll give me time to start uploading these anyways. So it'll take me a few minutes. I will get that done, and I will see you in a few. Stay awesome.